Hi guys, good afternoon. So let's start with today's session. We are scheduled to discuss MCQs. अब आपको पता है कि आपके 20 मार्क्स MCQs पे डिपेंडेंट है और हमने जब डिफरेंट चैप्टर्स प्रैक्टिस करे हमने उसमें अंडरस्टैंड किया बेसिकली कि कौन से चैप्टर्स की क्या वेटेज है, कौन से चैप्टर्स में से मोर ऑफ MCQs आर एक्सपेक्टेड, कौन से चैप्टर्स में से मोर ऑफ लॉन्ग एंड शॉर्ट स्टाइल क्वेश्चंस आर एक्सपेक्टेड. सो बेसिकली अगर मैं आपके MCQs में फोकस करूँ ना, तो हमारे चैप्टर 1 to 8 क्या है, यह इनमें आपको एमसीक्यूज आ सकते हैं या फिर इनसे आपको शॉर्ट स्टाइल क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं. चैप्टर 9 to 14 either long style questions or 1 or 2 MCQs based on ratios, based on some say revaluation reserve calculation or gain on revaluation calculation. And post that basically chapter 16 15 they would be asking you again a short style question or MCQs. And then the last unit, again we have long question. MCQ less likely to be expected, but yes मतलब एक दो तो कहीं से भी आ सकते हैं, but yes less likely to be expected from last unit. So this is the pattern of chapters with respect to MCQ. So in short you have to prepare MCQs for all the chapters. ऐसा नहीं है कि हाँ इन्हीं chapters में से बस MCQ आएंगे. So now let's start with our discussion for the day. Let's focus on different MCQs and I want your answers in the chat section. First thing. Second thing, although in exam you are just supposed to mention your correct answer, but यहाँ पर you have to tell the reason also that why you are choosing this. So always remember that you will have to mention the reason for choosing. So don't give me just the option, you will have to highlight the reason that why you have chosen this answer. ठीक है, तो start करते हैं discussion. I will be giving you multiple MCQs. So question 1, 2 minutes time. Two minutes time for question 1. So see what the question says. Which of the following can happen to a listed company if manager are not using the assets of the business effectively? So share price will drop, takeover bid as firm become bargain for corporate acquire, redundancy of the manager, all of the above or only A and B. So Paridhi says D, Rishabh says A. Answer is D. Guys, understand, if managers are not using the assets effectively, definitely share price will drop. Definitely the firm will become takeover, will be subjecting to takeover. Definitely there will be redundancy for the manager. So answer is D because all of the above will happen if manager is not using the assets wisely. So +2 for all those who answered it correctly. Next question. There is a potential conflict between the board's duty to maximize shareholder wealth and its ethical duty to other stakeholders. How same can be addressed? 2 minutes. So there is a potential conflict between the board's duty to maximize shareholder wealth and its ethical duty to other stakeholders. How will the same be addressed? So board is required to seek the shareholders' guidance with respect to ethical duties. Okay, this is one option. Ethical duties always take priorities over the maximization of shareholder wealth. Shareholder wealth should always be maximized regardless of other impacts. Shareholder wealth may be constrained by ethical duties. This is your answer. Ki although we are aiming for maximization of shareholder wealth, but because of ethical duties, there would be some constraints on that. So answer is D. So +2 for all those who answered D. Rishabh, again you are choosing wrong. Please read the question correctly. There is no scope of losing marks in MCQ questions. अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखो, क्वेश्चन 3 में बहुत सारा डेटा गिवन है एंड इफ यू सी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन 3 मार्क्स, सेकंड क्वेश्चन 4 मार्क्स, नेक्स्ट 2 मार्क्स, नेक्स्ट 2 मार्क्स, नेक्स्ट 3 मार्क्स, नेक्स्ट 2 मार्क्स, 2 मार्क्स, 2 मार्क्स, बेसिकली ये पूरा आपका क्वेश्चन 3 पे वैलिड है. दिस इज मोर रेलेवेंट फॉर इंडिया स्टूडेंट्स. Although this can come in RFOA as well, but more relevant for India students. Now understand the background information provided first. Share capital है, P&L, current liabilities, land and buildings, plant and machinery, depreciation, stock, receivables, bank. Additional information: as additional capital was required by company, it went into reorganization of capital structure with only share capital remaining the same in value. Company split of liability side at percentage of total liabilities per head is mentioned below. So share capital 50%, other shareholders fund 15%, 5% debentures 10%, current liabilities 25%. Debentures were issued on 1st April, interest being paid annually on 31st March. Quick asset ratio 1:1. Trade receivables turnover period is 2 months. No cash sales. Return on net worth given as 10%. Gross profit is 15% of selling price. Stock turnover ratio is 8 times for the year. तो ये आपको पूरा बैकग्राउंड में चाहिए. अब calculate the value of total liabilities after reorganization of capital structure. So do the calculation. See after reorganization क्या हुआ और जो हुआ उसके बाद आपको ये निकालना है वैल्यू ऑफ टोटल लाइबिलिटीज आफ्टर रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो अटेम्प्ट. So see, as additional capital was required by the company, it went into reorganization of capital structure with only share capital remaining the same in value. मतलब share capital अभी भी same है, बाकी सारी liabilities change हुई है. There is a reorganization of capital structure. Company split of liability side, share capital is 50%. मतलब जो नई liability निकल के आई है 50% of x is 1 लाख बिकॉज वैल्यू तो लाइबिलिटी शेयर कैपिटल की चेंज नहीं हुई तो x ऑटोमेटिकली 2 लाख है. इतना सब कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. वैल्यू ऑफ टोटल लाइबिलिटीज आफ्टर रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो पहले 1,57,000 था अब 2 लाख है बिकॉज उन्होंने बोला कि शेयर कैपिटल की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हुई और शेयर कैपिटल का परसेंटेज कितना है 50% ऑफ टोटल लाइबिलिटी व्हिच इन दिस केस टोटल लाइबिलिटी बिकम्स 2 लाख. So 3 marks just for this understanding. So read the question very, very carefully. It's 2 lakhs. नेक्स्ट था कैलकुलेट वैल्यू ऑफ फिक्स्ड एसेट एंड करंट एसेट. तो टोटल एसेट है, उसने बोला फिक्स्ड एसेट प्लस करंट एसेट आफ्टर रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर. तो जो रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन हुई है उसके बाद आपको फिक्स्ड एसेट और करंट एसेट की वैल्यू निकालनी है. अटेम्प्ट. So guys, to quickly tell the answer. What will be the value of fixed asset and current asset after reorganization of capital structure? So again, land and building पहले were provided to you as 80,000, plant and machinery was 50,000. First of all, हमें ये समझना है कि total assets अब 1,57,000 नहीं है. It will be 2 lakh worth of total assets. Land and machinery 80,000, plant and machinery एक तरीके से 35,000. स्टॉक है 21,000 का, रिसीवेबल्स है 20,000, बैंक है 1,000. As additional capital was required by the company, it went into reorganization of capital structure with only share capital remaining the same in value. Company split of liability side as percentage of total liabilities per head is mentioned below. Share capital 50%, other shareholders fund 15%, 5% debentures, current liabilities 25%. So based on this, debentures were issued on 1st April, interest being paid annually, quick asset ratio 1:1, trade receivables turnover period, no cash sales, return on net worth 10%, gross profit 15%, stock turnover 8 times. वो सब बात की रिक्वायरमेंट. अभी मुझे सिर्फ और सिर्फ एसेट्स की वैल्यू चाहिए आपसे. एक कैच ये है कि आपको ये समझना है 1,57,000 वैल्यू नहीं रहेगी, वैल्यू ऑफ 2 लाख है. अब वैल्यू अगर 2 लाख है तो देखो ऑप्शन सी तो हमें कैंसिल आउट करना पड़ेगा. बस उसमें करंट एसेट प्लस फिक्स एसेट 4 लाख बन रहा है, वो तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. तो ऑप्शन सी अब आंसर नहीं हो सकता. ऑप्शन डी आंसर नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज 50,000 प्लस 50,000 अगेन 1 लाख बन रहा है जो नहीं वैलिड है. तो आपके पास ऑप्शन ए वैलिड हो सकता है, ऑप्शन बी वैलिड हो सकता है या फिर ऑप्शन ई वैलिड हो सकता है. तो चेक करो अब इसमें से क्या वैलिड है. पहले लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग वर 80,000, प्लांट एंड मशीनरी 35,000. अब जो हमारे अदर शेयर होल्डर्स फंड्स में वैल्यू बढ़ी है, ठीक है, अब एक तरीके से 15% ऑफ 2 लाख. तो इफ आई मतलब 30,000 वैल्यू अप्रोक्सीमेटली हमारी अदर शेयर होल्डर्स फंड्स में जा रही है. मतलब मान लो कोई रिवैल्यूएशन हुई है एक तरीके से, तो उसके अंदर जा रहा है 30,000. नेक्स्ट 5% के डिबेंचर्स हो गए और करंट लाइबिलिटीज है हमारी 25%. ठीक है, तो बेस्ड ऑन दिस यू आर सपोज टू कैलकुलेट कि आफ्टर रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्या चेंजेस होंगे. ऑप्शन ए, बी एंड ई आर वैलिड. तो चेक व्हाट वुड बी योर आंसर. तो ऋषभ इज सेइंग ऑप्शन ए एज द आंसर. सो हाउ आर यू गेटिंग ऑप्शन ए? How are you getting 1,20,000 as fixed asset and 80,000 as current asset? Option A is correct. I've given you this hint as well. Guys, give me the reason for choosing option A. क्विकली ऑप्शन ए इज करेक्ट, दैट इज फिक्स्ड एसेट इतना हो जाएगा एंड करंट एसेट इतना हो जाएगा. हाउ आर वी गेटिंग दिस? So Rishabh is saying we can calculate this using quick asset ratio. So quick asset ratio is 1:1. So how will you use this ratio to calculate? वी इफ वी सी, ये सारा जो चेंजेस हुए हैं इससे मेरी लाइबिलिटी साइड पे उन्होंने चेंजेस बता दिए. अब जब लाइबिलिटी साइड की अगर वैल्यूज हमारे पास आ जाए तो ऑटोमेटिकली एसेट साइड की वैल्यू निकालना बहुत इजी है. तो लाइबिलिटी साइड की वैल्यू में मुझे पता है शेयर कैपिटल इज 50% ऑफ 2 लाख 1 लाख, अदर शेयर होल्डर्स फंड इज 15% ऑफ 2 लाख, 5% debentures is 10% of 2 lakhs, current liabilities is 25% of 2 lakhs. So I can use this and I can get my value. Now quick asset ratio आपको given है, उससे you can calculate your current assets and current liabilities. So sorry, current asset. Once you have your current asset, you know the value of liability, तो आपको निकालना ही पड़ेगा current liability, which is basically in this case 25% of 2 lakhs, which is 50,000 only current liability. So we have current liability, we can calculate current assets. Then from current asset, when we have total assets, we can get our fixed asset. So answer is A. So answer is A, guys. Everyone should get A as answer. And again, for the third part, as we have discussed, answer is A. Now, once you have a current asset, another you have current liability. Now you are supposed to calculate current ratio. So calculate current ratio using current assets and current liabilities. So current asset is 80,000, current liability is 50,000, 8 by 5 becomes my current ratio. Next देखो, given quick asset ratio is 1:1, using value of current liability calculated, calculate the value of stock. You have your current liability, you have your quick asset ratio, you have your current assets, you can calculate the value of stock. So that will be around 30,000. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स गिवन है 40,000. कैलकुलेट वैल्यू ऑफ क्रेडिट सेल्स. इससे पहले मुझे यहाँ पर ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स टर्नओवर पीरियड गिवन है, दैट इज 2 months, एंड ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स हैज गिवन इज 40,000. तो वैल्यू ऑफ क्रेडिट सेल्स यू कैन कैलकुलेट इट. सिंपल. अगेन कैलकुलेट वैल्यू ऑफ ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट के लिए क्या गिवन है? 15% ऑफ सेलिंग प्राइस. Gross profit was the rate of 15% of selling price. Next, calculate net worth of the company. For net worth, again you are provided stock turnover ratio 8 times and return on net worth is 10%. So again, when you are reading the question, it seems to be very difficult. But when we are understanding the background and we are understanding each part, it can turn out to be easy. So this is one example of a type of question that you can get in India exam. Less chances of coming in IFOE, more chances of coming in India. Next question. Attempt question 8, 9, 10. 2 marks, 3 marks, 2 marks. 7 marks, 2 to 3 minutes time. Question 8, 9, 10 with corresponding reasoning. Let's discuss. In country ABC, authorities have imposed restrictions on currency conversion, and this action is not linked to any other external factors. What type of risk does the situation most likely present? So, authorities have imposed restrictions on currency conversion, and action is not linked to any external factor. So, clearly, it's a case of political risk. When we are imposing restrictions, करेंसी कन्वर्जन वर्ड देखकर आप करेंसी रिस्क नहीं मेंशन करोगे. करेंसी रिस्क का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि करेंसी कन्वर्जन में इश्यूज है. करेंसी रिस्क मतलब mismatching of your currency basically with your liabilities, fluctuations in the value of your currency, that is currency risk. So यहाँ पर इशू करेंसी रिस्क का नहीं है. यहाँ पे है कि authorities have imposed restrictions with respect to conversion of currency. So answer is B. It's a case of political risk. Capital invested by the owner is shown as a liability in the balance sheet due to which of the following accounting concepts? Clearly, separate entity concept. Business and its owners are separate. So whenever you are provided capital to the business, even if you are an owner, that becomes the liability of the company, because owner and business are separate. So 3 marks for this part, that it's a case of separate entity concept. Which of the following are true for crowdfunding? Companies that are equity crowdfunding not listed on any stock exchange. Companies that are equity crowdfunding are not obligated to comply with perpetual reporting requirements. Crowdfunding are not as liquid as IPO. All of the above or only A and B. So it is not liquid. It's true that equity crowdfunding are not listed on stock exchange and they're not obligated to comply with perpetual reporting requirements. So answer is D. So you need to double check yourself multiple times, guys, before attempting. Do make sure that you're reading the question thoroughly. So Paridhi, I have multiple questions planned. Maybe if not today, I will take that in next session, because going forward, as I mentioned, there will be these type of marathon sessions only, because we have already done the revision of content. So in case if it is possible today, fine. Otherwise, we have to take it in the next session. Now let's move to another set of MCQs. Question 2. 2 marks for question 2. Sachin has acquired 35% equity stake in a general partnership business. He is entitled to 20% of partnership's profit. What proportion of the firm's liabilities will Sachin be legally responsible for in the event the firm incurs liabilities? So, see, it's a partnership case. We have already discussed that in partnership, partners are individually and jointly liable for all the debts of the business. Even if you have provided 35% stake, so he is entitled to 20% of profit, but the proportion of the firm's liability that Sachin is responsible for is 100%. So, answer is A. Harshita, it is not D. Paridhi says A. Rishabh says D. So answer is A. It is 100%. Next, move to question 3. A parent company only asset is an INR 10 lakh investment in a 70% subsidiary. Subsidiaries assets are valued at 50 lakh. What value will be attributed to group assets in consolidated financial statements? Parent company's only asset is INR 10 lakh investment in a 70% subsidiary. Subsidiaries assets are valued at 50 lakhs. So what value will be attributed to group assets in consolidated financial statements? Think and answer. It's a trick question. Question 3. Answer is 50 lakhs. You are not reading the question carefully. Parent company only asset is 10 lakh investment in a 70%. हमने 10 लाख दिए हैं. That is what we have paid to acquire. 70% subsidiary मतलब 70% rights मेरे पास हैं. That does not mean that 70% of the assets will be included in consolidated. सब्सिडरी है 50% से ज्यादा है तभी वो सब्सिडरी है, तो 70% वो सिर्फ परसेंटेज ऑफ वोटिंग राइट्स प्रेजेंट कर रहा है. एसेट्स आर वैल्यूड एट 50 लाख, तो पूरे के पूरे 50 लाख आपके कंसोलिडेटेड स्टेटमेंट्स में दिखेंगे. 10 लाख है जो आपने वो एक्वायर करने के लिए दिया है. तो आंसर इज बी. यू आर नॉट रीडिंग द क्वेश्चन केयरफुली एट ऑल. डज नॉट मैटर कि what we have paid. What matters is the value that needs to be added in the statements. So it is 50 lakhs. Question 5, 6, 7. 2 marks each. Which of the following would explain a significant difference between a company's basic earnings per share and diluted earnings per share? Company has recently made a large rights issue. Company has fixed interest bonds in issue. Company plans to pay a substantial dividend. Company has convertible debt. So definitely, when we have convertibles, so that makes difference between fixed earnings and diluted earnings. So answer is D to the fifth part. So answer is D. Main adjustments made to accounting profit figure does not include the following. Expenses incurred for entertainment include होता है, R&D cost include होती है, charge for depreciation instead subtract capital expenses तीनों होती है. That means answer is D. Which of the following is not a variation of preference shares? सो कन्वर्टेबल हो सकते हैं, नॉन क्यूमुलेटिव हो सकते हैं, रिडीमेबल हो सकते हैं, नॉन पार्टिसिपेटिंग प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स नॉन पार्टिसिपेटिंग ही होते हैं. तो पार्टिसिपेटिंग प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स होते हैं, नॉन पार्टिसिपेटिंग इज नॉट अ वेरिएशन. तो अगेन आंसर इज डी. Question 8 and 9. Which of the following would not be disclosed in company's statement of changes in equity? रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व जाता है, पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड जाता है, प्रॉफिट फॉर द ईयर जाता है. रीपेमेंट ऑफ लोन इज नॉट डिस्क्लोज्ड इन स्टेटमेंट ऑफ चेंजेस इन इक्विटी. आंसर इज डी. Which accounting ratio is not used to measure profitability? Profit margin, profitability ratio, asset utilization ratio, profitability. Quick ratio is for liquidity, not for profitability. ROC is for profitability. So answer is C. Any doubts with respect to questions covered so far? You have to make yourself मतलब 100% comfortable with MCQs. Then only you can expect कि अच्छा कुछ ऐसा चीजें आई जो नहीं आता तो वहां पे compensate हो जाएगा. Question 1, 2 and 3 attempt. Question 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following is the goal of treasurer? How the cash should the investment be raised? To invest in projects that display positive NPV, to determine a range of social objectives beyond making profits, to determine which real asset. So the role of basically capital budgeting decision is which real asset should invest in, and how should the cash for the investment be raised is the role of treasurer. So answer becomes A. +2 for all those who answered A. Which of these statements about ethical responsibilities of a company's manager is most appropriate? So, which of these statements with respect to ethical responsibilities of manager is most appropriate? Manager only have ethical responsibility if they are members of body. Wrong. Ethical responsibility of manager are met provided company complies with all regulations. Not true. Manager does not have any ethical responsibility. Not true. Ethical responsibility of manager are met provided with the company acts in line with manager's personal ethical principles. Clearly, you can understand from the English provided. So, answer is D. Third का आंसर बता दो. Investors in the shares of the company have their liability limited to what? Co-reading question. Investors in ordinary shares have their liability limited to what? Answer to the third part. Liabilities are limited to the fully paid up value of shares. Please read it very carefully. Rishabh, you are answering it wrong. We do not include market price of shares when calculating liability. हम सिंपल एक ही ऑप्शन कहते हैं कि जितना आपने इन्वेस्ट किया है और जितने की आपने शेयर्स परचेज करे. बेसिकली liability is limited to the fully paid up value of shares. If they are partly paid, तो remaining partly we will pay later on. The liabilities are limited to the fully paid up value of shares. Next, what is the person known who draws a bill of exchange? Fourth, fifth and sixth attempt. So let's discuss what's the person known as who draws a bill of exchange. So Harshita says A. So that is the drawer is the person who draws bills of exchange. Yes, it is correct. Next, government of country ABC wants to build a new farm for which a fund is set up. This fund will ensure all the finances related to construction, operation for an agreed term. Which of the following type describes the above type of project financing? Special purpose vehicle. Yes, हमने ये डिस्कस किया हुआ है कि हम एक सेपरेट एंटिटी स्टैब्लिश करते हैं और उनका यही काम है बेसिकली टू लुक इनटू ऑल दीज थिंग्स. What would be the most likely purpose for a business to buy a forward option? So when we are and forwards क्यों हम buy करते सॉरी फॉरवर्ड्स बाय क्यों कर रहे हैं? डेरिवेटिव्स में इन्वेस्ट करने का एक ही रीजन है, हेज करना. सो आंसर इज सी. नेक्स्ट देखो, व्हाट कैन बी द मोस्ट एप्रोप्रिएट मोटिव ऑफ ट्रैवल चेन. बेसिकली दिस इज नॉट वैलिड बिकॉज दिस हैज बीन रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम कोर्स नाउ. So let's do 9th, 10th and 11th now. Which of the following factors does not influence the dividend decision? स्टॉक मार्केट हमें पता है इफेक्ट करती है, ये सारे आपके बुक के फैक्टर्स हैं. टैक्स इफेक्ट करता है, अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट इफेक्ट करती है, नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स डज नॉट इन्फ्लुएंस द डिविडेंड डिसीजन. तो आंसर इज डी. Which of the following techniques is appropriate to allow for systematic risk while analyzing a project? So which of the following techniques is appropriate to allow for systematic risk while analyzing a project? बेस्ट है, डिस्काउंट रेट के अंदर इंक्लूड करते हैं मार्जिन. तो आंसर बिकम्स बी. What is the definition of business entity concept? Business will continue indefinitely and going concern concept says business will continue indefinitely. Business entities, business and owners are separate. देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Answer is B. Like this, the things should be there in your mind. It should be spontaneous answer. I'm not saying that for every question there should be a spontaneous option ready with you, but yes, try that. You have to practice like this, that within 10-15 minutes you're able to wrap up all your MCQs so that you can devote more time to two long questions and then you can come to short style questions. तो आज के सेशन में इतना ही करते हैं. नेक्स्ट सेशन अगेन ऑन MCQs discussion. We will be meeting next week to discuss more MCQs. So that's it for the day from my side. Thank you.